Welcome back to the channel for another day, another lesson. So for today, we are still going to learn under the same unit, which is Unit 7, Growing Up. So, firstly, what is your thought or your opinion about this matter? Famous people. You may share your opinion or your thought in the comments below. But firstly, when we say about famous people, the first thing that came to our mind, of course, the people that became famous in certain ways. But mostly, people became famous because they became actor, actress, and maybe athletes. Athletes. I'm sorry. Yes, athletes. And then we have singer. And then we have songwriter, director, composer, and a lot of people that became famous in their own ways. So, since that we have um, take a look in this matter, we are going to do a Kahoot quiz. As usual, if you want to try to do the quiz by your own, you may do so. However, pause the video first. Pause this video first, and then you may do the quiz by your own. After you finish doing the little quiz, you may come back and continue watching this video. But for now, we are going to go along. So now, let's go and do the little quiz.
Alright, look at the picture of the person and the clues given carefully. So this we have the clue, famous songs, Severings, and also Thank You Next. Between Billie Eilish, Adele Laurie, Ariana Grande, and Taylor Swift, who is this famous singer? It is Ariana Grande. And then we go for the next one. The famous song is Lovely and Bad Guy. So Ariana Grande is already we are already answered in the previous quiz. So it leave us with Billie Eilish, Taylor Swift, and also Adele Laurie. So for this one, the answer will be Billie Eilish. The third question. Famous songs Hello and Skyfall. Ariana Grande and Billie Eilish are already answered in the past question. So it leaves us with Taylor Swift and Adele Laurie. So for this one, the answer will be Adele Laurie. This one is famous songs Baby and Yummy. So this one, the singer is a man. Between Ed Sheeran, Justin Timberlake, Justin Bieber, and also Shawn Mendes, the answer for this one will be Justin Bieber. Next one. Famous song Senorita and Treat You Better. So we already answered Justin Bieber in the previous one. So it leaves us with Justin Timberlake, Ed Sheeran, and also Shawn Mendes. So for this one, the answer will be Shawn Mendes. And then the next one, which is the last one, famous songs Shape of You and Perfect. Shawn Mendes, Justin Bieber, we already answered in the previous one, and it leaves us with two options, which are Justin Timberlake and Ed Sheeran. So for this one, the answer will be Ed Sheeran. And that concludes our Kahoot.
Now that we have finished doing the quiz, let us move on to the lesson activity. So for this lesson activity, you may refer to your English Plus one book, page 78, because we are going to do the exercise in that very page. So after this, you will watch a video of an interviewer and a pop star. So please listen carefully to the video and try to remember any important points in the video itself. After that, after you have finished watching the video, we are going to answer some questions. So now let us watch the video first.
Hi, it's great to meet you. I've got a few questions for you, if that's okay.
Sure, go ahead.
Great. So when did you decide to become a singer?
Good question. I decided when I was at school.
Really? How old were you?
Oh, about 10, I think.
That's interesting. Where did you go to school?
In Texas at first, but then we moved to New York.
Cool. Did you enjoy living there?
Sure, it was quite exciting to be in a big city.
Okay, one more question. What was the most exciting moment in your career?
That's a difficult one. I guess it was when I sang with Beyoncé last year.
Ah, yes, of course. That was great. Thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
Alright, there will be a total of 4 questions that you need to answer based from the video that you just have watched. However, before that, I want to tell you that you can answer this question in the Google form link in the description below. If you want to answer it first, you may pause the video and then try to answer before coming back here and continue watching the video. But then for now, we are going to go long. So firstly,
This is the incomplete dialogues between the interviewer and also the pop star. You may pause the video to take a closer look to the questions and the blanks of the incomplete dialogues.
first question, the interviewer asked the pop star, "Great, so when did you decide to become a singer?" The answer will be, the first answer will be, the pop star answer, "I decided when I was at school." Second, the interviewer asked, "Really? How old were you?" The answer is, "Oh, about 10, I think." Second question, the interviewer asked again, "Cool, did you enjoy living here?" And then the pop star answered, "It was quite exciting to be in a big city." And lastly, the interviewer asked again, "Okay, one more question. What was the most exciting moment in your career?" And then the pop star answered, I guess it was when I sang with Beyonce last year. So that is the answer for our lesson activity. For the class exercise, it is going to be a bit different for today's lesson. So firstly, you are going to complete the question itself with your own ideas, and then you need to interview one member of your family with the with the interview question that you have complete. And then when you are interviewing them, you need to record an audio or a video of you doing the work. And then lastly, you will need to submit your work in the Google Form link in the description below. So firstly, the question that you will need to complete first is one, when did you become a blank? Question mark. Number two, when did you get married? To blank. Three, what did you look when you were blank? Number four, how did you feel when blank? And then lastly, for number five, when did you first blank? So, for example, question number one, when did you become a parent? Or, let's say one of your family member have a particular job. For example, a firefighter. So, instead of parent, you can also do it like that, which is when did you become a firefighter? Question mark. And then for the second question, when did you get married to my mother? Or you can specify a name in the in order to complete the question. And then number three, what did you look when you were, for example, young? Or what did you look when you were first working as a firefighter? That is for question number three. And then the next one, how did you feel when you save a person within the fire? Or for simple and easier one, we can choose how do you feel when you first working? Question mark. And then lastly, when did you first? This one, it can verify to your own liking. Whether it's up to you of what you want to fill in for this one. So for example, when you first work or marry? No, not marry. When you first travel, or maybe move to KL, for example. So then you may complete the questions and then do the interview with one of your family member, and also lastly submit the work in the Google form link if you were intrigued and you wanted to do so. I'm not forcing, however, feel free to do it. So now that concludes our lesson today. So today we have learned about famous people, pop stars like Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande, and then like how they became famous, the songs and the movies that they bring to life. And then we listen to an interview between an interviewer and also a pop star. After that, we choose the correct answers of, based from the video you watch from the interview. And then lastly, this one, where you need to complete the questions and also interview one of your family member. So that is all for today's lesson. Thank you and goodbye.